then cmd dot command type is equal to, here we can give on command type dot store procedure. Normally is the command text. Here we can give command we are using the procedure. Okay, so here we can give parameter. Next is the cmd dot parameters dot add with value. Okay, so first we can give a name. W code we can give one first name dot text. Copy this, paste. Next parameter is gender ID. Gender ID we are taking from the radio button. Okay, so here in this gender, RB male or RB female. Okay, so this is the date of birth. The date of birth value we are adding. What is the date of birth value? Okay, here we need to add what is checked. If male is checked, then we need to give the male's value. If female is ticked, that time we need to give the female's value. Okay, so here we can give an RB male dot checked. Then we can ternary operator we can use, and here we can give an male, that means it is 0. Okay, if it is female, then it will be 1. Okay, if male is checked, then it is 0. If male is not checked, then it is 1. Okay, that is this concept. Next we want to give department ID. Copy that, paste. Here we need to give combo box department dot selected value. Okay, whatever we selected, marketing we are selected, then we need to give the marketing's ID. HR we are selected, that time we need to give HR's value, department master's ID. Okay, this tables. Marketing we are selecting, then one ID one will come. HR selected, then 2 will come. That's why we are in that load we are given like that. You can see name and ID. Okay, so this is the value parameter. So that value we can give here, selected value. Okay, then next we need salary. That is text salary. dot text. Okay, now we can execute this queries. Then we can use cmd dot execute numpy. That value we can assign to one variable where is success. If it is a true, then we need to show message box dot show employee saved successfully. Okay, employee not saved. Okay, so we can run this. Okay, now it is loading. Here we can give some test data, test date of birth. We can just 2001. What is mail? Department is HR. Salary is 1,500. And just save this. Employee saved successfully. Okay, now we can go to this employee master. Okay, now our data is saved to employee master table. Okay, that's fine. So in the first time, we don't want to this update and delete need to enable it, right? So at that time, we need to do something. Okay, so in that case, we can come here and text button update dot enabled equal to false, button delete dot enabled equal to false. Okay, button save only need to enable. This need to do only. And after saving this data also, we need to clear all this. Okay, so better we need to create one more function, private clear, private void clear. There we can put all these things. Control X, Control V. Here we can call that method clear. Save these changes. Okay. And we are calling this clear to our save method also. After everything, employee successfully saved, then we need to call this. Okay. Otherwise, not needed. Okay. We can once more we can test. Arun, date of birth, 2002, mail, accounts, 2000. So that time we need to save this. Employee saved successfully, then it is automatically clearing this data. Okay. But we are just running this time. These buttons are now also enabled. Okay. So that's why, because we are not calling clear method. Okay. Okay. So we can do one thing here. We can call clear function. Clear method we can call here, and this method also we can call inside method here. Okay. Go to validation. Now we can just once more run. No, we are not entered anything, so these buttons are disabled only. Okay, we cannot do anything. Here we are putting some data, and 2005. Now go to HR. Salary is 3000, and save it. Okay. Now our forms are working fine. So next we want display this saved data to our data gate. Okay. So in that case, we need a data grid also in this form. So here we can come here, and we need to add a data grid here. Okay, so go to tools. Here we can go data grid view. Okay, here we can give the name DGV employee. Okay, so in that case we can add one more one more SP, we need to create one more SP. Okay, employee master, we need to load, right? So we can create one more SP, create procedure, load employee master as begin end. Here we need to display all data. Okay, so here we can even select star from employee master, then it will display id this employee table data only. Okay, so here we want to display gender. 0 means we need to display male, 1 means we need to display female, and in the department case we need to join with department table. Okay, so here we need to join. So here we can give one alias name e, join department master d on e dot e dot department id is equal to d dot id. So we will get all data. We need to display id, comma name, comma date of birth, comma next we want gender id. Okay, we can gender id. Okay, first level we can declare everything. Okay, gender id, department id. Instead of that we can give one d dot name as department name. We can give one like department name. Okay, and after that we can give one salary also. Okay, but better we can give one department id also. Okay, because we need to know, right? So here we can give one comma d dot department id, not the e dot. Anything you can give one. Okay, e dot e dot department id. We can just this query just execute. Now we are getting ambitious id. Okay, we can give an e dot id, and here we can give an e dot name. Now we are getting id with the employee name, date of birth, gender, department id, and department name, salary. So here gender id we are getting. We need what is this gender? Gender means we are hard coded, right? So we can give one like case when gender ID equal to 0, then we can return male. Otherwise, else we can return female. End. So case when gender ID equal to 0, then male, else female. This is known as gender. Okay. Just execute this query only. Okay, now we are getting slow. Okay. So we can create this SP. We can just check this SP. It is working fine. So this data we need to display in that database. Okay. So here we can go. We can take some. We can take the same copy of combo box. Okay. Load department, right? This we can. Same type we can copy here. Load employee. In this command, we can given load employee master. CMD dot command type is equal to procedure. So DT we will get, and after that we want give view. Okay, give view. So we are given GDV, right? GDV. What we are given? BGV. Employee dot data source equal to DT. GV dot okay, we can just check load employee. We can guess given that insert that player. So it will load department and it will load employees. Okay, save the changes. One breakpoint here. Yes, now we are getting whatever we added, that data we are getting, right? Employee master, we can go to employee master. Yes, this is the whatever this data we are getting. Date of birth, gender. Okay. Okay, fine. So here we don't want this gender ID and department ID. We don't want. Okay. We need to show this gender and department name only. Actually, we don't want to show these IDs. Okay. So here we can go VG employee dot columns. Columns name is gender ID, right? Gender ID. Dot visible equal to false. Next is department ID. Okay, save the changes. Just go to once more. We can run. Okay, now we are getting ID, name, date of birth, gender, department name, and salary. Okay, this is fine. So in this case, we need to click here. We need to select this entire row. Okay, we need to click here. Then this data need to pop up in these text boxes. Whatever we want to click here. Then this data need to come to here. Okay, name, date of birth, whatever, and what is the selected male or female, department name, and salary. Okay, so in this case we need to give to the grid view, select that. We need to tell multi select to false, and the selection mode is full row select. And here we need to, in the properties, if cell content double click is there, that we need to display that data. Okay, so here we can give if e dot raw index equal to 0, then we can take that grid view row is equal to this dot btv employee dot rows of e dot raw index. So we'll select whatever this is raw e dot raw index. We'll select here. Okay. If this value not equal to null, we need to validate that data. Okay. So we will click here, then what happens here, we need to button update dot enabled equal to true, because we are editing, right? So we need to this button enabled true, and here in the grid view we can give a text name dot text is equal to bgv row dot cells of, we can given this name string name. Okay, string name means name. What is this? In the grid view it is showing name only, right? This sp, this sp, it is showing name only. Okay, so we can give here name dot to string. Okay, next we can give a text salary dot text is equal to same, we can copy paste. Here we can give one salary. So this thing we are done. In date of birth needed, then dt date of birth dot value is equal to whatever in the grid column, what value of date of birth that need to come here. Okay, so here we can give one day of birth. Okay, this is the datetime value, so we need to convert this. Okay, convert to datetime. Okay, so it will come date of birth. After that we want this gender. So here mm, RBD mail is equal to we need to check this gender ID. Whatever comes to here gender ID, that is 0 means it's male. Okay. So here we can given convert to int equal to 0. Then here we can give check the status. Okay, check. So gender ID equal to 0, then it is true. Okay, checked is true. Otherwise, checked will be false. Okay. Okay, better we can given like this. If this is true, then I'll be mail dot checked equal to else or be female dot checked equal to true. Okay. So generally 0 then means male is checked, otherwise female is checked. Okay. That's way. Next, we want to set this department ID based on this grid view. Okay, so here we can give an CMB department dot selected value is equal to selected value. Okay, that is department ID. Okay, whatever department ID coming, that we need to set this combo box. Okay. Now we will click here. I was clicking here and here I click. Then we are getting HR. Okay, fine. So when we will click here, it is loading now. So in that case, we need to, we are adding time, we need to display the employee ID also here. Okay. So here that time, based on that, we are updating this data. Okay. So we can just copy this. This name is LBL EMP ID. And the name, no name, no first. Okay. So normal time, there is no need to show. Okay. So here we can, in the clear function, we can give one LBL embed dot text is equal to string dot empty. Otherwise, we will clicking in that grid view. That time it needs to show LBL embed dot text is equal to here we can give an ID. This ID. Okay. View of ID. Save these changes. Just once more. Here we are clicking in the roots. So that ID is 3. You are clicking this tested. That time ID is 2. Okay. We need to just update. Based on this, we need to just update. Okay. So in this update time also, we will click here. That time this save button now need to enable. Okay. That also one issues there. So we need to fix that. So here we can come. Here we can tell in the grid view button saved out enabled equal to false. Okay. Next we want in update time. Also we can just copy like save changes, whatever in the button save, whatever data is there. This just like we need to give it here also. Just copy all these things and go to button update. Here we can give an convert to Win32 that LBL employee ID also we can check that need to greater than 0. Okay. Less than or equal to 0, then we need to show this message. Otherwise, we need to update the data. So in that case, we need to create one more SP like add master. We need to create one more SP. Okay. Come here, go to the outside. Here we can tell create procedure, edit employee master. Here we need to give ID also at ID and here we can give an update employee master set name is equal to at name date of birth is equal to at date of birth gender ID is equal to at gender ID department ID is equal to at department ID salary is equal to at salary where ID is equal to at ID. Okay. So update employee master set name is equal to name, date of birth, gender ID, department ID, salary, where ID is equal to at ID. You can execute this query. Copy this SP and paste it here. And here we need to give ID also extra ID is there, right? At ID is equal to LBL employee.text. Okay. Here we can give is success, then employee updated successfully, else employee not updated. Save the changes, put one breakpoint here, just go to that Okay, just we can just check data coming. We are changing 2000 to 2000. Here save button disabled. You can just update. Employee updated successfully. Okay. And then it is, yeah. Then that amount changed to 2001. Okay. And marketing changed to female, and it is going to accounts. And 2002 changed to 14th update. Yes, now it is coming to date of birth change, everything's and okay. And after that update, it is disabled these things and save and clear only. Now it's activity. Okay. Okay, now it's working. So next we want to delete this data. Okay, we want to select, and after that we want to delete this data. So that time we need to click here. That time, just like update, we need to enable this delete button also. Okay, so here we can tell button delete dot enabled equal to true, and in the clear function we need to disable also. Yes, button delete is enabled is equal to false only. So that's correct. Okay, so in this case we need to delete. So we can copy, just like update, we can just copy. Paste that. Text name, text salary, this validation we can given. Okay, the salary less than amount. Here we need to give this much only. Okay. That label ID less than 0, then we need to please select couple data. Okay. Here also we can give like that, please select. Okay. So same thing we copied, and we need to change another recipe. Here in the delete case we need to pass this ID only. Okay, now I need to other things. So we can delete that. Here we can tell delete employee master. Okay, we can create one SP for that. Create procedure delete employee master. Here we can pass at ID int as begin end. We can delete from employee master where id is equal to a 30. Okay, delete employee master and master where id is equal to id. You can just execute this query. So here already we mentioned that this one, and select proper delete employee, and after that here we can say employee deleted successfully, employee not deleted. Control S, save the changes, run this. Okay, we can just add one more data checking, date of birth 2005, male, HR, salary 5,000. That time update and delete button is disabled. Okay, so we are seeing this data. Employee saved successfully. We can check. Yes, 5 data checking, mail HR 5,000. Okay, okay, data checking coming. This one, fourth row. It is showing here for we need to delete that time, update and delete only. So we need to delete that. Delete employee deleted successfully. Okay, yeah. So now that record is deleted. Okay. So this way we can do the CRUD operation. So we are covering all things, right? So we added the data, we updated the record, we deleted. It will clear, then it will clear also. Okay. Okay, thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.